What if you can make $20,000 in sales a year on eBay by listing only 10 items a week? Hey guys, I'm Elizabeth here on YouTube, and that's exactly what I did last year. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what sold in my store this week. Everything from the small flips to the big ones. And stick around to see whether if I hit my sale goals of 10 items or more. I'll break down my numbers, profit, and share everything in between. Let's get started. This first item that sold in my store is going to be by the brand St. John Sports by Marie Gray, women's size 8, beige, twill straight leg work pants. St. John Sport is a very high-end brand. However, I find that all St. John pieces that I do have in my store does take a longer time for the items to get sold. It definitely does have a following and it will still get sold in the end. It just takes a bit of a longer time. So this is a woman's beige straight leg work pant, very simple, very minimalistic. I bought this at the thrift for $1.49. My total sales came out to $33.49. It took 7 months to sell, and this item sold on June 24th. This next item here we have is by the brand Edward Woman, Irish linen woman's 2X peach sleeveless tank top velvet ribbon trim. When I saw the Irish linen part on the tag, that really caught my eye, and the fact that it was also in a plus size, those were two key factors that prompted me to do research. When I checked comps, this brand was really good, and so I picked it up. I like the velvet detailing, the polka dots, and the colorful blocking of just the different materials. It's super in right now for spring and summer, and so I picked it up for $4.17 at the thrift. My total sale came out to $26.99. It took 6 months to sell. I definitely got this prior to spring and summer seasons, and I knew when I came across it that people would be looking for items like this. And so I shop year round for items. This item sold on the 24th. My next item that sold is going to be by the brand Salt Valley Western men's extra large taupe pearl snap shirt, long sleeve cowboy rodeo. This one was a super fast flip. This one is your typical Western top. It's really cool with the pearl snap. Whenever I come across items with the pearl snap, I always do a double take and check comps because they definitely add a lot of value. This one had pockets and also that Western wear design up on the shoulders and in the back. Those are key indicators of a Western type aesthetic. This one did have a small blemish at the very end of the one of the sleeves there. It just had a little bit of a discoloration. And whenever I come across items that's imperfect like that, I always make sure to be honest and list that in the description as well as having a very clear photograph. So that way the buyers know exactly what they're buying. I threw in keywords like cowboy, rodeo, pearl snap, things like that to really add more keywords to my title. I bought this at the thrift for $2.43. It sold for $28.67 and it sold on the same day. So I listed it just for a few hours and to my surprise, it was gone out of my store. So I was really happy for this very quick flip. This item sold on the 24th. This next item sold is going to be another men's brand by Scotch and Soda Amsterdam Couture. Men's shirt, medium, multicolor, true gentleman style. I added the true gentleman style because that was part on the label. Sometimes that's the style, sometimes that's just kind of like the fit that certain brands may have on their label. And that again can be another keyword that you add to the title as people are searching for a specific fit or style for these items. This is your classic plaid, long sleeve button down pocket, classic shirt that you would wear for work or for like outings, things like that. I bought this at the thrift for $3.09. My total sale came out to $24.49. It took 2 months to sell, and this item sold on the 25th. This next item is going to be by the brand J. Jill Wherever Brown Knit Sleeveless Tank Dress, size small petite, tie waist stretch new with tie. I find that J. Jill does offer variety when it comes to their resale price. When you search up comps, you can get J. Jill selling for just a few dollars to, in the $20, $30 mark. And so it really just depends on the item that you have. For me, I only pick up J. Jill with new with tags, but I know that if you go through the comps, there are items that are still selling around the $20, $30 mark for more substantial pieces. And I think I would still consider picking up maybe like cashmere or linen, like 100% linen pieces if I come across this particular brand. This one was a smaller size. It was in small and petite. However, it was new with tags. And because we are in warmer seasons, I knew that somebody would be purchasing this item. I bought this at the thrift for $3.70. My total sale came out to $29.99. It only took a month to sell. This item sold on the 26th. This next item here is going to be by the brand Wharton. Wharton is actually a school, like post secondary ed type of education. This is a vintage shirt. This is a men's ivory embossed 3/4 sleeve dress shirt, size small. It's really cool with the embossing all over. It had pretty buttons. It definitely just has vintage vibes. And when I came across this at the thrift for $1.82, I knew that somewhere someone would be looking or would be wanting to buy this item. My total sale came out to $28.94. The length of time it took to sell was 9 months, and this item sold on the 26th. This item here I have is going to be a vintage Jack Nicholas Golden Bear men's extra large geometric golf polo shirt logo. Golf items are definitely selling right now because it's just the warmer season, so it's a very seasonal piece. This one caught my eye. It had really cool geometric print. It's in that golfing niche, and that's definitely a following that people are looking for to buy. However, this item did have a little stain, which I noted in the photographs and the description, and I got an offer for lower than what I had wanted. However, this item does have that stain, and so I was willing and happy to get it out of my store. I bought this for $3.33. My total sale came out to $17.67. My length of time was 4 months, and this item sold on the 26th. And I know 1767 is a little bit lower than what I'm used to for my total sale, but then again, I'm just happy to make a profit. And so that way I can invest in that profit in another item to get it sold. This item is going to be FootJoy Dry Joys men's large black golf rain jacket, half zip pullover short sleeve. FootJoy. So this is a men's brand. Again, this is going to be a golfing brand. This is my first time coming across this windbreaker short sleeve pullover type item, but these are very, very popular. They had a really great sell-through rate. And even though this item, as you can see in the pictures, had some blemishes, there was some discoloration on the sleeves, definitely was not in perfect condition, but despite that, it's still sold in my store. So this is an item that you definitely want to pick out if you come across it at your local thrift. I bought this for $2.43. My total sale came out to $28.43. It took 7 days to sell this, so this one was a quick sell as well, which I'm very happy about. And this item sold on the 27th. Sticking with the golf theme, this is going to be by Jamie Saddok. I think that's how you say it. I could be butchering it. This is a woman's size medium multicolored golf polo shirt, small, abstract, 1/4 zip. This one is another item that had imperfections. As you can see in the photos in the front, I noted the picture. This one's This one was just a really cool print. It had this abstract, like different color blocking. It just looked really interesting with the zip as well. And so those were the key factors that drew me in. I bought this at the thrift for $1.44. My sale came out to $27.50. It did take 10 months to sell. And I'm thinking that that blemish definitely had a lot to do with it and the fact that it was in a smaller size. But again, I'm just happy that it sold out of my store into somebody who's looking for this item. And this item sold on the 20th. This next item is going to be by the brand Klehan Men's Zero Grand Hiker Shoes, size 9, waterproof, black leather lace boot. This is a great brand. It seems like Kolhan definitely has high quality. As you can see here with this pair of shoe, it had leather, it had patent leather, and just the knit detailing. And this item was in really good condition. It was also in a larger size, size 9. So that always helps when you find, whether it be shoes or clothing items in larger sizes or plus sizes. I bought this at the thrift for $2.94. My total sale came out to $32.99. It did take me 14 months to sell. So this item sat in my store for over a year. I really don't know why. When I looked up comps, when I bought the item, I mean, it looked good, which is one of the reasons why I picked this up. But it was just with me for over a year. And I'm so, so happy that it sold. So I so this item sold on the numbers. All right, guys, thank you so much for sticking with me this long. That is all my sales that I acquired this week. So let's go into the numbers. My total cost of goods came out to $26.84. My total sales for this week came out to $270.48. The number of items that I sold was 10 this week. Perfect, on target. As I list 10 items, I want to be sure to sell at least 10 items or more. And all of these items sold for this week from June 22nd to June 28th. If you have found value in watching this video, please go ahead and subscribe, like, drop a comment, share this video. Your feedback definitely helps my small channel grow, so I appreciate it. I post 3 videos every single week where I go thrifting, what sold videos, my eBay processing, what I do at home to get the items ready to go. So if you're into that stuff, stay tuned for my next video coming up soon. Bye, guys.